I am from Gombe State. Mr. Speaker, this budget of resilience as presented by Mr. President is really commendable. That does not mean that we won't have areas to tamper with. Pursuant to the provision in the Constitution, Section 80, subsection 2, that mandate the National Assembly to tinker with the budget. One area of worrisome is the fact that along the line, the Parliament has been trying to close the gap between capital and recurrent expenditures. When you look at the previous budget, we tried to achieve to close the gap. But here, despite the quantum of the budget, which is on the increase if you compare with the previous years, just like my honorable colleague Nanda says, there is much money in the capital higher than last year and previous, yet it left much to be desired. Because when you look at the increase in the quantum of the budget, 13 trillion, when you now compare with the increase on the capital expenditures in the previous years, the increase is not commensurate. It's not really proportional to the main total sum of the budget. What I'm trying to say here is that as a parliament, we have to really scrutinize the document vis-a-vis reducing the recurrent expenditure so that we can make the capital expenditure to be moved or to be higher than as it is presented by Mr. President. We spent about quite 7 months in this COVID-19 and it has taught us a lot of innovations. We have innovated a lot, especially to cut down about these international travels. So many things can be achieved without traveling, using these virtual meetings, virtual conferences. What am I saying? That we should try to look into the international traveling provided in this 2021 budget vis-a-vis reducing costs on foreign trade, so that whatever savings we make there can now be added to our capital component of the budget. That is my essence, so that we will now take much due diligent advantage of the lessons we learned during this COVID-19 by attending virtual meetings.
Order, please. Honorable members, order, please. Get back to your seats.
So my submission here is that we really scrutinize this document and see, look at the MDAs overhead, especially this traveling vis-a-vis reducing this foreign trip in order to save money to add to our capital component. More so, at the rate at which we are servicing our debt is really commendable, but much needs to be done. When you raise more money, I think the higher we service our debt, the better for us. No harm in borrowing, no matter how much we can borrow. But if you have the capacity and the ability to repay your debt, I think creditors will be looking for you. So that you can take credit. People will be willing to give you credit. But then we have to do it diligently and managing what we appropriated for that. With that, Mr. Speaker, I hope the Parliament, when we are scrutinizing this budget, we will pay due attention to...
Please say aye. Those against, please say nay. Ayes have it.